Okay, fellow coin collectors, and I have got a letter from Aaron Hahn. So Aaron Hahn, because I are in America, the Aaron Hahn. But he sent these, so I thank you. I will send something back, but I'm just not too sure what you like. Maybe I'll just put some things together. So there are 14 items, and he's put these in these bags. So these are acid-free fun staples, and you can seal them here. So this is a good idea. I haven't actually seen these before. So let's have a look what he's written. So, okay, g'day Glenn. Put together a show bag for you to have fun with. Most of the items here, I am sure you know, and may hold little value. Well, monetary value, I think most of these are very minor, but there is emotional value, and a lot of these will probably hold a lot more emotional value. Okay, but maybe there is one thing somewhere that may raise an eyebrow. Okay, Hong Kong 5 cents may not be worth much, but I wonder if you know to deal with the nifty edges. So what we're talking about, if I can take the coin, I'll take the coin out. So this is security reading, and hopefully, okay, there you go, security reading. And on most coins these days, we just have, so here's another Hong Kong coin, we just have reading. So security reading, I'm not too sure why I put on the 5 cent coin. On the earlier Hong Kong coins, they didn't have it. The silver ones, they didn't have it. It's just the base metal coins that they put the security reading on. And I'll do have some other Hong Kong coins here. So here's 1935. See, it just has the reading. That's a nickel. And here's a 1937. That's our security reading. So that's a base metal one. That's a nickel one as well. So I'm not too sure why they would have done that. If they put on a silver coin, it's to stop the coin from being clipped. That's why they put reading on in the first place. But, you know, security reading, I'm not too sure why they'd even bother to put on this side. So the only valuable coins of 5 cents are 1964, which is very scarce. So you probably, in this grade, you're probably talking about $5,000 to $10,000. So 1964, that's what you're looking for. Or uncirculated ones. No, they're not too valuable, probably $5 to $10. But they're very, actually no, they're probably more like $100. I'm talking about probably ones in EF are probably $5 to $10. You don't find these in sets, so they're pretty hard to get. So I can't answer that question why they actually have security reading. It's just something, a mystery. Not really, it's not going to do anything for the coin because no one's going to counterfeit it or even cut it up. Maybe that's why. Because the population was poor, maybe they done it just to stop clipping. So if there's a problem in Hong Kong with the Chinese going in there and just stealing anything that's metal that can be stolen. So that may be the problem. They clip it just to sell the metal. Okay, Hong Kong 10 cents coins. 2 different designs. Do you know the story of as the design change and the flower? Okay, so here's the 2 10-cent coins. So one's with the Queen, and you can still get these in Hong Kong. The other one has the Bohemia flower. So Bohemia flower. If you go to the Wikipedia page, this is actually the emblem of Hong Kong. And you click on the flag or the emblem, it will give you information. So this is a flower that's only found in Hong Kong, and it's a artificial flower that's been purposely bred that way. And they changed this in 2003 before the handover. So they basically changed it because just to get rid of the Queen in 1997, they were going to get rid of the Queen's coins anyway after they changed over to Hong Kong to China. So here's a $5 with the Bohemia flower. So in 1997, they started to withdraw all the coins with the Queen's portrait. And especially with the $5, it's pretty hard to get the Queen's portrait coins in circulation. So that's basically why they changed those coins, just for the handover back to China. Okay, and number 3, 20-cent coin. Interesting, they don't vary in the diameter of the coins much. I love the edges. Missing this edges. So this is a scalloped coin. So this is circulating still, but I very rarely encounter these because most prizes are usually in the closest dollar. Because $1 from Hong Kong. I've got quite a few Hong Kong coins here that I'm going to spend when I go back. Okay, so this is a Hong Kong dollar. This is worth about 17 cents roughly. So this is pretty much the lowest value you're going to get. So 93, 93, and those are very common coins. These are brass coins. The 10 cent and 50 cent are, I think, brass plated steel. Okay, and then we have, okay, I've been wondering why a square hole. Do you know the year of this one, or is it just for stuffing in frog's mouths for mythical good luck? Okay, so this one is a real coin, and so I've taken the coin out, and as you can see, this is actually the first major issue of the last dynasty of China, the Manchu or the Qing. So we have the reign name of the emperor, and that's Shunzi, and then we have Tongbao, which is pretty much on all coins since the Tang dynasty. And this one dates to about 1644 to 16. Oh wait, just having a look. Okay, yep, to 1662. So 1644 to 1662. And on the back we have the mint. So this is the Board of Revenue, and that says Bo Koi Wan. So that's in Manchu, which is an almost extinct language. And this one's in probably late Middle Chinese, probably early Mandarin. Because if you go back 1,000 years, you probably wouldn't, and you spoke Mandarin or Cantonese, you probably wouldn't be able to communicate because the language is so different. You go back 2,000 years ago, and the language is definitely different. So these ones are worth about $5 to $10. Now the hole inside is so they can get a piece of string or something. Do I have string? No. Anyway, so they put string through it, and then they string like, I don't know, 10, 20 to 100 coins together, and that's how they used to pay for things. Because one of these coins didn't really buy much. So if you wanted to buy multiple stuff, you either use multiple coins or you just use silver bullion, because the Chinese never adopted silver coins up until 1880s. So it's a silver coin. They never actually. So it's a papal states, currently Vatican. So they never did issue silver coins for most of their history. Just these copper, bronze, brass, whatever this one is. Probably brass, I would say. Anyway, so that's why they have the square hole in that coin. So number 5, we just have the old issue of the 20-cent coin. So it's 1991, the last year of issue. And this ceased to be issued and replaced with the Bahenia one because of the handover to China. And who designed these coins? Joseph Yam, who is the head of the state of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. Head honcho, whatever you want to call him. And the last date of these ones is 98, so they haven't issued any coins in the 20-cent range for 24 years. Wow, that's quite a long period of time not minting any coins. And then we get to the next one. Quite nice handwriting as well. Me myself, I have two different types of handwriting. Okay, good old number 1, nice condition. One thing I found is that the coin is well balanced for flipping heads and tails. Sadly, no heads or tails I see. Only arguments in the 2-up pip for this one. 2-up. As far as I know, in 2-up, they use pennies. So, these will be also good for 2-up. I reckon that you could probably use 50-cent coins. That would be good for 2-up as well. They're nice large, so... and they're also heavy, so that there is no problem. So 2-up for this one. 97, yeah, quite a common coin. Anyway, thank you. And okay, florins. So these are 47, 46, so these are very high minted coins. 50% silver, so these have a bullion value of about $4 to $5 depending on the day. And they have the coat of arms, quite like, and George VI, and the bag rips, so you need to be careful. Okay, this coin made me realise that Vin Diesel would look badass on the coin. Ooh, especially with no hair, definitely. You know, when these wear down, nice baldy. Oh yeah, touch me. Then we have number 8, and those are shillings. So we've got 61, 54, 61, and these ones I think are worth about $2 to $3 in bullion value. So they're probably like fine condition. Okay, this coin is chilling. Maybe that's why they put some wool on it. Yes, I do get it. Maybe they should have actually issued a year where their merino's been shaved. I did go driving the other day. I was looking on the side of the road and there's this lonely sheep that just been shaved that jumped over the fence. It was just chomping away in the grass. I was thinking, yeah, it's going to go towards the road sooner or later. And it's probably going to shit itself. So anyway, chilling end. I wonder what I could do with these coins. Maybe giveaway. Aaron, I need to talk to you about that. Okay, Aurelia My Designs. Would love to know the deal with the Negara Malaysia coin. Looks like an ancient Chinese grater on a magical carpet. Okay, so here we have the second issue of Singaporean coins with a flower. Can't remember the flower. Still legal tender. And this one's from Malaysia. So it just says National Bank of Malaysia in Malay. Then we have the flower. And this one I believe is a musical instrument. So these coins were minted from 1989 to 2011, and then they changed the coin to a steel coin. So this is copper nickel, and this is a kongkak, okay, consisting of a board with several houses. And so I thought it was a musical instrument, but no, it's a game. It's a board game. That's what it is. And CONGKAK. I've never actually seen a real one, but maybe it looks a bit like the ancient Egyptian game Senet. So maybe you need to get, you need to get your beads to the other side, and in between the players can actually wipe you out. So I would say it's similar to that. And then, so that's number 9. Number 10. Okay, these may have some value, maybe not. Maybe help you complete some of your collection. You still gotta love their water wheel edges. So we're talking about 10 cents from Hong Kong. And these are quite hard to get in uncirculated grade. In circulated grade, you're probably talking about $1 to $2 each. So there's the first issued in 1948 and last issued in 1979. And then you've got the red security edge. So probably the only conclusion I can come is that they put these on just to stop people from shaving the metal off the side. Because at the time, Hong Kong was a pretty poor place to live. 64, 65. As far as I know, there's no really low mint years for this coin. You just need high grade coins. Okay, number 11, I recall you collect tokens. Well, here is a couple that you won't get again since COVID-19 has killed Sizzler food chain, along with the other good old businesses. Maybe not be worth much yet, but maybe in time will come. They're even dated pretty cool. I don't really collect many tokens, but I didn't even know Sizzler issued tokens. So these ones are 50-cent coins. Actually, they're quite big. And so I'd like to keep these. It makes sense to dine at Sizzler. Not legal tender. 1997 for 50 cents. Not even sure why you'd issue a token. The only thing I can think of is to get extra income, because a lot of people would not have cashed these in, so they would have kept the money. So Sizzler made $1 out of this. And these tokens are quite big, so these would not have been cheap to make. Anyway, quite nice. Very well designed. Probably not worth much at the moment. I don't even know how much these are worth. But they are very interesting history. And I think the Sizzler did close down. But they will be back. And number 12. Okay. When you did an upload of tokens, I commented on a token I had for a 5-minute shower at the Kaiguna Roadhouse, Nullarbor, Cockle Diddy, whatever Roadhouse. Well, here it is. Either enjoy the shower or notice it has the company's name who made it. May help in researching other tokens. Nullarbor Plain, I would like to go to the Nullarbor Plain because it's mainly limestone and they have a lot of fossil localities. Overfield Holdings, Sydney, so just a generic token that people can purchase. And I think tokens have been they're probably still useful, but with electronic payments there's really no use for tokens anymore. So they make these tokens, so you buy these tokens, and a lot of these, like the Sizzler ones, would not have been returned, so they just would have made money that way. Okay, I have a few of these in numerical order. Yes, so $10 from Hong Kong. It's not too easy to get these in order, so that's a good place to keep. Okay, I tried to cash these in at the foreign money exchange rip. They wouldn't accept them. Always wondered why. So banks and foreign money exchanges pretty much only accept current banknotes, even if the older banknote is legal tender. Like this is still legal tender. I do come across them in Hong Kong sometimes. I've kept a few, but a lot of the times I spend them. So if I go for like a month in Hong Kong, I usually get one of these banknotes. And HSBC is the most common green one. The current banknote is purple. Do I have a current? Let's see. So if you wanted to exchange this at the bank or foreign exchange, I wouldn't take it because it's not a current banknote. So here's another green one. You don't really see that often because most of the banknotes issued by Hong Kong are HSBC. And you know, I've got a few others as well. So they're really only worth about, in this condition, probably, I don't know, $3 or $4. But this is the banknote that they will accept at exchanges. But most of the time they like to just receive higher valued banknotes. So that explains that. And number 14. This one has baffled, 1 cent yet in note form and nothing on the back. Is it play money? Got to admire the detail of the coin's neck. So we're talking about a 1 cent banknote. And once again, I have quite a few of these. Although there is a different signature. So here's all the ones I have. So these are real banknotes. And after the Second World War, so the last 1 cent coin Hong Kong issued was 1941, but that never went into circulation because of the Japanese invasion of Hong Kong. But from 1941 to 1996, they issued 1 cent banknotes. So this was valid for 1 cent in Hong Kong. It's been demonetized, so you can't use it now. So this is a real banknote. They just didn't really see any need to issue a 1 cent coin. So the 1945 banknotes, which was the first issue of this type, so 1941 the banknotes are a bit different, had George VI, and in 1961 to 95 they issued these banknotes with Queen Elizabeth II. They also issued a 5 and 10 cent banknote. So, but those were only issued from 1945 to 1965. After 1965, they stopped issuing the 5 and 10 cent banknote. There is no 50 cent banknote. Then they just issued a $1 banknote as well till 1960. So these ones in uncirculated are worth about $2 to $3. But in this condition, this is the Haddon Cave issue from 1971 to 81. In this condition, probably worth, I don't know, 50 cents or something like that. The harder one to get is the Copperweight, so 1961 to 71. So it's the harder issue to get in good grade. The most common is the McLeod. So these ones are, this is Brembridge, 81 to 86, so issue for 5 years. And on this side, what's this one? Oh, here we go. So it's the 86 to 91, Jacobs issue. And this one is, oh, the same. So it's the same as that banknote. So I've got quite a few. So these are probably about $1 or $1.50 in this condition. Anyway, love your channel because you're passionate about it. Hope maybe just one thing in this lucky dip bag you find interesting. I find them all interesting, especially those tokens there. Never seen them before. Happy noodling, Aaron Hahn. Look, no staples. Gotta love that. Oh, look, staples. Gotta love that. Just remember, you put this in water, this is gonna rust, then it's probably gonna go into the coin, then the coin's gonna rust. Anyway, thank you very much, Aaron. I will endeavour to send you something back and let me know how it goes. Thank you and goodbye.